We all experience suffering in one form or another, and perhaps the deepest way we suffer is by the thoughts, judgments, and beliefs we have about ourselves, as being bad, damaged, doomed, inferior, or undeserving of peace and well-being. These thoughts then distort how we experience the world and respond to each moment. One of the things that makes therapy, or religion or spirituality for that matter, so powerful is that they help us to see ourselves and the world with more compassion. When you're feeling really depressed or anxious, like your world is cracking or you're totally stuck in a rut, these are important opportunities to practice more self-compassion. Self-compassion is all about showing yourself kindness and understanding and accepting your humanness. So, let's take a look at a few ways we can cultivate self-compassion. Number 1, let thoughts come and go without letting them define who you are. We are constantly having thoughts that are creating a story about our lives, saying things like, "You're not good enough," "No one really understands you," "You don't belong here." If we take these thoughts seriously, we get pulled into a trance of obsessive thinking, an internal battle with ourselves. Recognize that our thoughts are just thoughts and are not necessarily the truth. You are not your thoughts. Let thoughts come and go without defining who you are. Just because you think you're not good enough doesn't mean you are not good enough. Number 2, shift from a fixed and permanent perspective to a changing and growth perspective. We can become so stifled when we see our experience as set in stone and unchanging. Circumstances change, people change, because life is change. Cells in our bodies are dying off and new ones are being created moment by moment. Take notice of how we and the universe is in a constant state of flux. We are evolving, becoming, taking new shape. This perspective opens up our lives to new possibilities. Number 3, differentiate between making bad decisions and being a bad person. Shame is what we feel when something happens and we make sense of it by believing that there's something wrong with who we are at our inner core. We are all full of imperfections, and making mistakes, bad decisions, and failing is built into our nature. It's the path of progress. You are human, not superhuman. So forgive yourself. Learn from mistakes and bad choices, and let it build character and wisdom. If you appreciated this video, check out part 2.